revenue. Your completion is affirmative. Your answer. Yeah, I work at the S for trade surplus. Trade surplus, transfer. The term used to describe the amount by which government spending in a period exceeds the amount raised by taxes and other government income is forward. You must still wanna your answer.
Take the budget and that's it.
Modify the answer.
Project Tebasi or Tebasi?
10 points. That does it for social studies.
General Science, question number 1. Many small segments of the bodies of tip walls, each about the size of a grain of rice, containing both male and female. You will complete my question or you can modify.
Containing both male and female reproductive organs for.
It's for your answer.
And after that.
And after that is correct for 0. Question goes to Amos Water. Many small segments of the bodies of tip walls, each about the size of a grain of rice, containing both male and female reproductive organs can be forward.
Bisexual segment.
Proglottis is the right answer. Number 2. Do you know that 13 being the atomic number of aluminum, state its exact electron configuration. 13 is the atomic number for aluminum. State its, yes, you need to know your answer.
Yes. Take 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, and 3s3.
That is wrong. 13 is the atomic number for aluminum. State its exact electron configuration. It must be 1 up.
One S2, 2S2, 2P2, 4P6.
Don't continue, your answer is wrong. Answer 1S2, 2S2, 2P6, 3S2, and 3P1. Question number last. At the top of each table, it must be one now complete my question you can modify.
At the top of each candidate, there is a special gland. How is such gland called? In the outer corner of the gland is referred to as adrenal cortex, in which the inner corner is called adrenal medulla.
Come again.
At the top of each candidate, there is a specific gland. How is such gland called?
Answer.
Adrenal gland.
Adrenal gland is correct for 10 points. 10 points to it must be one of the next kind group.
Yeah, today I have a part. Today the sound for you the day so. The may say adrenal gland it should be adrenal gland. Now I got it. Today is not a very bad one.
Category, let's start. Category, let's start. Question is number 1. 11 players are fitted into a soccer match for each of 2 teams. How many players are fitted into a cricket match? It must be random.
Into a cricket match in each or 2 teams.
Give me the answer, I will give you 10 points.
Take 15.
I won't take 15. I transfer the question to Jimmy Joloko. 11 players are feeded into a soccer match for each of two teams. How many players are feeded into a cricket match for each of two teams?
Yeah, take 8.
11 who have been better. Question number 2. Regardless of recent draft of 400 million in worth, the cement magnet is still the wealthiest African. Jimmy Joloko.
To be more precise, you from Nigeria. It's why they do not get individual.
You tell me.
Dangote.
10 points. Last question to end the category. Let's start for the first half. The most successful country in the history of European Women's Championship or European UEFA Women's Championship won the title 8 times, and she is home to Stuttgart. What is the name of this country? MRC, Welcome, let's start. What is my answer?
Take for me, England.
Wrong. Transfer question. The most successful country in the history of European Women's Championship or UEFA won the title 8 times, and she is home to Stuttgart. What is the name of this country?
Take France.
I will have taken Germany as the answer. That ends the category. Let's start.
Next category here is category language arts. It must be random. 20 points, Jimmy Joloko, 5 points, margin is 15. Question number 1, category language arts. The speed and rhythm. Jimmy Joloko takes the risk. Complete my question.
The speed and rhythm at which a person speaks is forward.
And what is
Tempo.
What?
Tempo.
10 solid points. Question number 2. Question number 2, category language arts. He allowed Timothy to walk scot-free due to the camaraderie that exists between them. Reread. He allowed Timothy to walk scot-free due to the camaraderie that exists between them. The word camaraderie. Complete my question, Jimmy Joloko.
Means what they say this.
Act Manaspa. He allowed Timothy to walk scot-free due to the camaraderie that exists between them. The word camaraderie means friendship. Spell correctly, it was Steve Randall. The word camaraderie.
Yes, take C-A-M-A-R-R-D-E-R-I-E.
Wrong. C-A-M-A-R-A-D-E-R-I-E. Question number 3, category language arts. Sir Thomas Watt, a which other English writer are noted for translating the Petrarchan. Jimmy Joloko takes the risk. Complete my question.
Petrarchan sonnet. Or the Petrarchan sonnet, yes. The Petrarchan sonnet, or to be more precise, or the stories of Petrarch, who has to be
into what?
Into English.
And what is your answer?
John Carey.
You are wrong. To you, it must be Werner. Sir Thomas Watt, a which other English writer are noted for translating the Petrarchan sonnet into English.
Yeah, take Wilson's here.
You're wrong. Henry Howard.
The last category for the first half is mathematics. Question number 1, mathematics. Find a remainder when x squared plus 2x minus 8 is divided by x plus 3. Jimmy Joloko.
Yes, our answer is -5.
-5, you are correct for 10 points. Question number 2, category mathematics. A letter is selected at random from the letter of the word Mississippi. Find the probability that the letter selected is a vowel. A letter is selected at random from the letters of the word Mississippi. Find the probability that the letter selected is a vowel. It must be one up.
Yes. I'm aware of nothing else for 4 or 7.
4 or 7, you are wrong. Jimmy Jonathan, a letter is selected at random from the letters in the word Mississippi. Find the probability that the letter selected is a vowel.
Yes. Our answer, yes, is going to be nothing else but
Time. We take a full vowel. And you check the word Mississippi at 11, 4 or 11. The last person will go mathematics. Find the value of 15 degrees. You must see one.
find the value of 15 degree.
Man of fact. Find the value of 15 degree in radical form.
My answer is 3 minus root 3 or 3 plus root 3.
Is there 2 minus root 3? And that's how we come to the end of this where how we ask the problem to swap. Purchase any substitution.
Please do the swapping in under 1 minute. The score from Emerson Wonder, 15 points. Jimmy Jonathan, 20 points. The margin is 5. Please be seated to see Maoni, which was seated in the first half. If there is any substitute, please introduce yourself in under 30 seconds. In under 30 seconds, any substitute. Emerson Wonder, is there a substitute? In under 30 seconds.
Successful transport track means 17, the principal travel is an occupational policy. Playing basically probably heroes because I'm a big for heroes.
Solomani M, Solomani said to be my occupational policy. But for that man, I meet a road, I have an extra 1 minute time. I just had a time where it's been time for me.
Thank you, Emerson Wonder. Jimmy Jonathan. Constant is enough to start. The board of moderators remain constant. Straight into the match, beginning with category social studies. Category social studies.
So are we set? It must be one. Are we set? Jimmy Jogo, are we set? Question number 1, category social studies. If you boost 90 minus 5. During the First Republic, the national legislature enacted the Code of Entry laws. Paperly complete.
Enacted the Code of Entry law to set the top code. Il a proposé ça, c'est l'idée de mon retour.
Big research in them.
Port of Passor, Port of Merene,
Go ahead.
Port of Passor, Port of Moreover, the Marshall Port, Port of Picano, Port of Greenfield, and Port of Montserrado.
That brilliant historian. I transfer the question. During the First Republic, the national legislature enacted a code of entry laws which restricted international trade to 6 selected ports along the coastline of Liberia. Be precise and name them.
Yes, the answer is Port of Monrovia, Port of Marshall, Port of Buchanan, Port of Harcourt, Port of Greenville. Yeah, Port of Greenville and Rubber School.
10 points. Very correct. Jimmy Jogan called Port of Basel and Port of Buchanan. So I know what they were talking about. They even called Port of Montserrado and Port of Monrovia. Yeah. 10 points to Jimmy Jogan. Question number 2. The price at which one currency can be bought. They must still want to complete the question.
Father, we want currency can be bought or used or thing, and that currency is that as well.
Let me hear you.
When I change,
10 points when I change. It's correct. Jimmy Jogan, of course, you are gesticulating to the board. It's not you who's supposed to do it. In fact, Jimmy Jogan, coach, go behind the audience. Any attempt to do it again, you will be placed outside. Ismail, go behind the audience. Where is the MS2 coach?
Yeah, Federal Rubber also mentioned to me. Yeah, twice they mentioned or towards the question I've been read. I really won't answer the question correctly, but you're saying
The last question, category social studies. An area of low atmospheric pressure occurring where warm and cold air masses
meet, it refers to what? Where warm and cold air masses meet is
your
what?
answer.
Front.
10 points. Left star. The last time you're going to hear left star in this match. Question is number 1 for category left star. Question reads, named by his glorious 5-member Little Prince, Whiskey started his musical career at the age of 11. He later broke through the barriers and came into the spotlight with a hit song. What is the title? Complete.
Of this hit song.
The answer. Transfer question. Named by his glorious 5-member Little Prince, Whiskey started his musical career at the age of 11 and broke through the barriers, coming to the spotlight with his first hit song. What is the title of this hit song? Five seconds on transfer questions elapsed. Correct answer is Holla Your Ball. Question number 2 and category is left star. Rabbits are pregnant for about 4 to 5 weeks. They can give rise to up to 15 babies at a time. When a rabbit is pregnant, it is called a doe. After it gives birth, it is called a kitten. How are the babies of the... That question is thrown out. That question, how do you justify that you do that? So we need to do some adjustments on the electrical connections. Can we confirm from our power source? Our folks in the audience, folks in Radio Land, the Video Land, we're having some technical challenges here with power. We're going to stay tuned as we have our technical team making all the electrical adjustments.
Just lost power for you that are listening out there.
Fanima is coming yet? Fanima? Semwaya? So the next will be between Semwa and Fanima is coming. Where after again, the next will be Fanima is coming, representing the bourgeois Aslan. We'll be going against Semwa, representing the Peace Bill. Okay, as per our schedule, the next will be Esther Yanata. Representing Broadway, Esther Yanata will play Moreover College. The next will be Esther Yanata, but after the Esther Yanata will be going again Moreover College. After that, Sewa.
Well, we are working a technical team. Good up.
Question is number which usually written by lovers, especially along beaches. How do you know the same question?
Usually around this with still going to walk.
Which food, usually eaten by lovers, especially along beaches, was restored in the hands of Marco Polo when he returned from his expedition in China? Philippines.
Chocolate.
Ice cream was then there. You laugh, yes? Anyone? Marco Polo is the key word. There are several foods that lovers can eat. Even the chocolate equal is one of them. But the one I eat Marco Polo here was question number last. Viruses are very dangerous to computers. What is the name of the first virus created in 1971 by Bob Thomas? Hear from you?
Yeah, it's a pop virus.
Transfer question. Viruses are very dangerous to computers. What is the name of the first virus created in 1971 by Bob Thomas? Five seconds. Correct answer is the Creeper, or is it Creeper program?
The next category, mathematics, question number 1. Simplify 1 over the root of 3. Jimmy Jologon?
Yes, the answer is root 3 over 3.
Root 3 over 3, I'm going for 10 points. Question number 2. If f of s equals 2x and g of s equals s squared plus 4, find g of x, g of f, g of f. F of s equals 2x, g of x equals s squared plus 4, find g of f. Jologon?
Yes, the answer is 4x squared plus 4.
4x squared plus 4, you are correct for 10 points. The last question will go mathematics. In a class of 70 students, 40% are boys and the rest are girls. Emma question, Timothy, Warner.
%% are boys and the rest are girls. 40% find the ratio of the boys. I'm not a guess.
Take your time, come again.
In a class of 70 students, 40% are boys. The rest are girls. Find the ratio of the girl, or the percentage of the girl.
Number 5. In a class of 70 students, 40% are boys and the rest are girls. Find the number of girls in the class.
42.
42, you are correct for 10 points. The next category is language arts.
Question number 1, language arts. In rhythm, the emphasis given to a word or a syllable. Jonathan takes the race. Complete my question.
To be more precise, is fair as well.
Your answer.
Ask it.
10 points. Question number 2. Question number two. Question number two, category language art. If you are a quasar, then you do not have a job. You are not a quasar, therefore you have a job. Sometimes called the inverse error. Complete the question, Jimmy Joloka.
How is such statement formed? Or the reasonable boy in that or how is it formed?
Add -5. If you are a quasar, it must be winner, then you do not have a job. You are not a quasar, therefore you have a job. Sometimes called the inverse error or fallacy of the inverse. A form of fallacy of inferring the inverse from the original statement committed by reasoning in the form. If P, then Q. Therefore, if not P, then not Q. It's referred to as what?
Syllogism.
What? Syllogism. Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Wrong. Denying the antecedent is my answer. Question number 3, category language art. Language characterized by non-technical vocabularies, simple sentences, and less formal languages. I refer to as Jimmy Jonathan. Your answer.
Informal vernacular. Informal language of vernacular.
Ten study points for Jimmy Jonathan.
General science question number 1. A package of neurons ranging from a few dozen to hundreds of thousands of neurons located in and controlling each segment of the grasshopper's body. Jimmy Jonathan is step on my toes, complete my question.
Concerning or each segment of the grasshopper body is called
Here's for your answer. The question goes to Amos D. Warner. A package of neurons ranging from a few dozen to hundreds of thousands of neurons located in and controlling each segment of the grasshopper's body is called what?
Neural fiber.
Ganglion. Question number 2. The point in T through which the secondary aspect must be wonder complete.
Through which the secondary aspect will pass is called
Answer.
optical syndrome.
What?
Optical syndrome.
10 point of optical syndrome, 10 point. And a compound containing water in the form of H2O molecule, usually with a definite component or content of water by weight, is called what? It must be wonder.
Oxide.
What?
Oxide.
The question goes to Jimmy Shologon. A compound containing water in a form of H2O molecule, usually with a definite component or content of water by weight, is called what?
Yes, and water. Our body compound.
Yeah, when I give it 0 hydrogen.
Jimmy Jonathan 85 points. MRC went on 25 points. Voilà, man. The margin remains the same. With the power further inward and moderator. We now declare Jimmy Jonathan winner of the all-important match. The next key is Esther Yalata. Esther Yalata for his Moreover College. Esther Yalata will get Desmond Kofa. Benu Matakwe. Desmond Kofa. Benu Matakwe. Elijah Josie. Joseph Yoti. Moreover College.
This is the team of Best Yalata.
Moreover College. Moreover College. Jama Kuba. followed by William George, followed by Daniel Opachimu, followed by David Banko. Without much ado, we ask Esther Yalata to lead the Nigeria team for 1 minute to the casting.
Thanks to the entire Hollywood Bowl for giving us this privilege to continue to do ourselves.
Successful to the Ebola X.
Students ladder to be going, but when two see the whenever I get training, tell them our students, while our students right, and the word advice where we see our women and sign our workshop. Telling her that the guy we are not going to get me and just not to go back, and what about us coming to the game, and I first be better than something.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, for giving the time to introduce my brilliant academician. The people are doing so, I want to recognize our humble captain in person of Scholar Keith Tama, who was visiting people calling Scholar T. Saving all my far left with this brilliant program that you better introduce yourself.
When you join my nomenclature, for one pretty film Morgan California and very proud of me and Perusi. But for today's match, I would rather be called Perabecatero. Why Perabecatero is because I'm the combination of prayer with Bebo Satan and Caro.
My name is David Macaulay for this match and concert.
My name is Daniel Machimuba for this match. You can refer to me as Thomas.
Earlier, the humble captain, I get that I am successful for number, but while busy for the monkey's give up and prepare to become the monkey, great monkey, that monkey who doesn't jump on 2 to 3, but from subject to subject.
Time. Please, the audience, the noise too much, please. We move straight into the match between Esther Yalatia and Montserrado College. Categories. Before going to the match, we have one motivator. One of the chief motivator for the tournament, impressing us, Caracelo Vasco game, Caracelo Vasco game, for today's match, we call him Vasco da Gama. Esther Yalatia, test your business.
Okay. So can we start the last round, right? Question number 1, category social studies. Esther Yalatia versus Montserrado College or MC. Question number 1. A soft, whitish, sedimentary rock formed by the accumulation of small fragments of skeletal matter from marine organisms is called what? Esther Yalata. Last one is that correct? The question is a transfer question. A soft, whitish, sedimentary rock formed by the accumulation of small fragments of skeletal matter from marine organisms. It's called what?
Yeah, take me metamorphic.
Metamorphic. That is not correct. Chalk. Question number 2. A system of accounting which measures the transactions between one country and the rest of the world is called what? Esther Yalata. Global economy is not correct. Transfer question. A system of account which measures the transaction between one country and the rest of the world is called what? Time. Balance of payment. The last question. Which battle is associated with the second
Pune War.
Esther Yalata.
Yeah, the battle of Zama.
The battle of Zama is not correct. Which battle is associated with the Second Pune War? Time. The battle of Trebia River. That doesn't for social studies.
Category Leicester. Audience, we are being followed in the public space through radio and television. We ask that you be quiet as we carry on with the match, just to ensure that others who are out there will have the same opportunity we have to not only see but also listen. Let's start. Question number 1. Category Leicester. Sports lover says he has fire in his eyes. Many believe that Pelugi Colina had read a World Cup final without yellow card or red card in his pocket. And FIFA regard him as the godfather of all referees. What is the nationality of this referee? Esther Jonathan.
Yeah, it was Spain.
Spain is wrong. Transfer question. Paul Level says he has fire in his eyes. Many believe that Pelugi Colina can wear a FIFA World Cup final without yellow or red card in his pocket. Regarding as the godfather of all referees, what is the nationality of this referee?
Take on in France.
Wrong. Answer is Italian. He is commonly known as the Italian book. Audience, let's start. Question number 2. Let's start. Question reads, in 2019, the Nigerian singer and songwriter Rima, also called Rima Boy, rose to prominence after releasing the hit song To Maybe. He is currently one of the leading African Afrobeat stars. Rima is under the Johnson War, a subsidiary of what record label? Esther Yalata.
Yeah, let me try the Marvin record.
So the points to Marvin. Last question to end the category of Leicester. Which Roman mythical character, considered a god, is known to have taken another form in the stars after his first death on earth? Give me the answer, I will give you 10 points.
Mika Beyonce.
Beyonce. Transfer question. Which Roman mythical character, considered a god, is known to have taken another form in the skies after his first death on earth? Moreover College, and those that finish school.
Yeah, take for me.
I will take for you time. Answer is Romulus. That is Leicester.
The next category is mathematics. Question number 1. Mathematics. Find 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 126. Find 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 126. Yes, sir, yeah.
41, 42, 43.
41, 42, 43. 10 points to Esther Yalatia. Question number 2. Find the equation of a line with the slope 3 and the points are parentheses open 4, 9 inclusive. Find the equation of a line with the slope 3 and the points are 4, 9. Time. Your answer is 3x minus 1 minus 3 equals 0. The last question to go mathematics. So, 1 over 2x minus 2 less than x minus 1 over 2. So, 1 over 2x minus 2 less than x minus 1 over 2. Solve for x. Monrovia College.
Do 1 or 2?
No. No left. A is greater than minus 3. The next category language arts.
Question number 1. Question number 1. Category language arts. A statement of general principle. Complete my question, Esther Jonathan.
A statement of general principle about life. A statement as well.
Come again?
A statement of general principle about life. A statement as well.
What is the answer?
Approximate.
10 points. Question number 2. Category language arts. The wolves are lovely, dark and deep, but I have my promises to keep. A miles to go before I sleep. A miles to go before I sleep. What is the round pattern of complete my question, Monrovia College?
What is the round pattern in that verse?
And what is the answer?
Take for me associates.
Wrong. The wolves are lovely, dark and deep, but I have my promises to keep. A miles to go before I sleep, a miles to go before I sleep. What is the round scheme of this verse?
Yeah, I am a Peter.
Wrong. The answer is A. 5A. Question number 3, category language arts. Correct this sentence if wrong. If correct, so state. The man whose pen was stolen don't hardly come around. Monrovia College, what is the answer?
The man whose pen was stolen. The word that says that change is whose, not who.
Wrong. Esther Yanate. Correct this sentence if wrong, if correct, so state. The man whose pen was stolen don't hardly come around.
Wrong. The man whose pen was stolen hardly come around.
10 solid points.
Category general science. Question number 1. Into what order of classification can we find the chimpanzee and monkey? Monrovia College? One of you answer Monrovia College.
Archibald.
You are wrong. Esther Yanati. Into what order of classification can we find the chimpanzee and monkey? Your answer?
I go for primate.
Primate is correct for 10 points. Question number 2. In the society of insects, Groups of individuals. Esther Yarate,
Variety of insects, group of individual organisms that perform a special or specific activity in front of
What may be your answer?
Case.
Case is correct for 10 points. Question number 3. Category general science. The Zeeman effect. The Zeeman effect is the effect of splitting of a spectral line. Esther Yarate, paper complete my question.
Splitting of spectral line into some atomic level by means academically. A Zeeman effect is a theory which states that the splitting of atomic level into two or more spectral lines in the spectral line almost this condition. Yes, so who was saying the honor of?
What will be your answer?
Peter Zeeman.
Peter Zeeman is correct.
With that, we come to the end of category of this half. We now ask both teams to please swap. And in under 30 seconds, please make your substitution. In under 30 seconds, please make your substitution. Both Esther Jonathan and Morobio College. Now, in under 30 seconds, to you, Morobio College, is there any substitution? Constant, Esther Jonathan. The coach of Esther Jonathan, please leave. Please leave the stage. Esther Jonathan, is there any substitution? Constant and not to start. We now begin this second half with the category social studies.
Question number 1, category social studies. Esther Yarate, take your business. MC, take your business. Question number 1. In relation to governments, the total amount outstanding to people in organizations from whom the government has borrowed is called what? Esther Yarate.
Let me get budget division.
Budget transfer. In relation to governments, the total amount outstanding to people in organizations from whom the government has borrowed is called what? Time. The correct answer is debt. D-E-B. Debt. Question number 2. The period in British history from 1642 complete paperly.
Que toi, il peut les résoudre, c'est différent, tout, c'est différent. Il vous saura le parlement, pardon, saura le monarque, il vous saura le parlement, on a pardon, on a one, it has what?
Minus 5. 1642 to 1641.
Parce que c'est vous qui vous.
Give them back. Minus 5. The period in British history from 1642 to 1660, when struggle for supremacy existed between the parliament and the monarch, is called what? Dinosaurs at Montserrado College. The answer is the English Civil War. The last question. Objects or artifacts from ancient history, especially from the classical civilizations and cultures of the Mediterranean region, is called what? Esther Yalata.
Answer.
Transfer question. Objects or artifacts from ancient history, especially from the classical civilization and cultures of the Mediterranean region, is called what? Time. Antiquities. That doesn't for social studies. One category is Leicester. Leicester, question number 1. Test your buzzer, Soyata. Test your buzzer, Montserrado. Question reads: the owner of an Italian designer brand owns Cerruti, Baguta, and Allegri. What other brand he owns that carries his name? The owner of an Italian designer brand owns Cerruti, Baguta, and Allegri. And what other brand that bears his name? Time has elapsed. Correct answer is Armani or Giorgio Armani. Question is number 2, category of left star. Which or what entity or sector in Liberia is best known as the gateway to the repeat the question the other time.
The gateway to the Liberia's economy.
If I take that as a completion, what will be my answer?
People of Monrovia.
Give Yata 10 points. The last question to any category, let's start. What American multinational corporation based in Oregon, named after the Greek god of victory, is the largest supplier of athletic shoes in the world with an excess profit of 46 billion? Esther Yalata, Honorable, what is the answer? Well done. Transfer question. What American multinational corporation based in Oregon, named after the Greek god of victory, is the world's largest supplier of electric shoes with excess profit of 46 billion? After 5 seconds, transfer question time elapsed. Correct answer is Nike. Or Nigeria say Nike. That ends your start.
The next category is mathematics, question number 1. Mathematics. Find the 11th term of the linear sequence of a form 4, 9, 14, 19, and so on. Find the 11th term of the linear sequence of a form 4, 9, 14, 19, and so on. Montserrado Carlos.
11, 10 to 54.
What?
54.
Montserrado Carlos, you are correct for 10 points. Question number 2. Mathematics. Asa alpha is equal to 1 over the root of 10. 5 cos 2 alpha. Montserrado Carlos. Put the math up. Put the math up. Time. Asa alpha equal 1 over the root of 10. 5 cos 2 alpha. The answer is negative 4 over 5. The last question of the mathematics. Expand the binomial expression using the Pascal triangle. Parenthesis open 2x minus 3y equals r cubed. Montserrado Carlos, the monkey Skinner.
moderator, take my answer to be x cubed plus 3x squared y. I come again. 2x cubed.
Done.
We repeat the question with this. The slope of the line to the points, parenthesis open 2,1 encloses, and another parenthesis open 6, k encloses is 7/2. Find the value of k. The slope, parenthesis open 2,1 encloses, another parenthesis open 6, k encloses is 7/2. Find the value of k. Time, the value of k is 15.
Next category is category language arts. Question number 1. An error in listening is referred to as what? Esther Yanate.
I go on fallacy.
10 points. Question number 2. The board of moderators have worked assiduously hard to ensure the integrity of these questions. The word assiduously means with great care, attention to details. Spell corrected the word assiduously. Esther Yanata takes the risk. Esther Yanata, what is your answer?
ASCEDROUS.
Wrong to you. The monkey's kingdom. The board of moderators worked assiduously hard to ensure the integrity of these questions. The word assiduously means with great care, attention to details. Spell correctly the word.
Yeah, they go mean ASCRDOUSLY.
Wrong. ASSRDUOUSLY. Assiduously. Question number 3. The voice a writer assumes. Esther Yanata takes the risk. Complete my question.
Was that a writer assumes when written can be referred to as what?
Your answer.
Personal.
10 points for persona.
Question category general science. Question number 1. The first of the pairs of legs in curved physics.
Whatever has failed to catch a prey can be referred to as what?
What will be the answer?
Chili pad.
Chili pad is correct for 10 points. Question number 2. A fluid-filled section of the inner ear.
Fluid-filled section of the inner ear that is shaped like a cylinder can be referred to as what? A fluid-filled section of the inner ear containing hair cell and is shaped like a cylinder can be referred to as what?
What will be your answer?
Partially
is correct for 10 points. Question number 3. Question number 3. An acid and a base that may be formed reversibly from one another in a protolysis reaction is called what? What may be the answer, Esther Yarati?
Yeah, God.
You are erroneous. Monrovia College. An acid and a base and a be formed reversibly from one another in a proteolysis reaction is called what? Time. Answer is conjugate pair.
Esther Yalata 150 points. Monrovia College 10 points, 105 margin. We declare Esther Yalata winner of the all-important match. The next case, CMMA. CMMA, we get Xavier Terry. Xavier Terry followed by Prince Theo. Prince Theo followed by Lacey Sanga. Brady Allison. Brady Allison. We have Christopher Onikomo. Followed by Anthony Flomo. Followed by Abdulaziz Ba. Followed by Adam Kamara. Xavier. Derek. Nancy. Christopher. Anthony. Anthony. Abdulaziz. Adam. Cinema. Cinema in the Giga team. 1 minute. Wesleyan coach. Wesleyan coach and captain, please come forward. Tonima coach and captain, please come forward. Wesleyan coach.
Representing the players of the CMF Bilingual High School. Taking the first quadrant is known as Wesleyan.
The successful sophisticated prince MTO is my name. Playing person, people call me Abus, and I remain as successful the black ball, also known as the black prince as a man.
A question to me, yes. See, Saga, Desi. Before introducing yourself, I'll let you recognize the person of President Apollo Jack, the person is highly recognized. This is Jason Gasson, about the picture of me, to pastor the boss. Suffocate today, I'll be constant.
KCMFA, the boy representing PVO, getting a billion or applause for that introduction. Without going to Brady Allison, the boy representing Center Monrovia.
Introducing the boys from the Great Washington High School. Mr. Dear Moderator, I follow me the street till I finish. On my immediate left hand side, there's no else but
Once I am, I always believe the most influential, sagacious Anthony Flo, a language with a captain and other successful player for the great veteran of Great Washington High School. You can refer to me as CEO Sagacious for this all important match.
next is no else but I'm student Azizba in Baroni Constant. Finally, is Adam Kamara for today, man. They refer to me as Tinwa Ati, the man associated with the book Arrow of the Gods. Pause. Send me the captain Christopher O. in that come on. Just remember me Christopher the manifesto.
Let's give a big applause to the boys from the barrack, Brady Allison. We move straight into the match, check the Buddha. Check the Buddha. CMMA coach. That's a big away behind. Brady Allison coach. Yeah, coach. Brady Allison coach. Okay, follow excellent. Get together. Category left star.
Left star. Question number 1. Just a booster grade B. Shane the Rock and Pamela Academy School System. Are you here? Shane the Rock from Broadway, Pamela from behind Peaceville. All of them from behind somewhere. If you are here, come and collect your green sheet. Any issue to address, Brady Allison? Audience, allow
Our audience in the media world will get a game as you are getting. We stand in category left star. Chelsea Buzo, the bilingual boss. Thank you. Chelsea Buzo, the bags boy. Everything on this panel of moderators remains constant. And the question is number 1 in the category of left star. What baseball team in the United States of America, the team Anthony Bass pitches for, is known by the nickname the Blue Jays? That next one, correct answer is Toronto. Question number 2 for Leicester. Question reads, a Liberian bread prepared by beating rice in the mortar using a plate. Complete my question, CMMR.
Prepared by beating rice within a mortar, and it is usually mixed with sugar along with some other ingredients to make it suitable for eating. It also has such bread called.
What is the answer?
Rice bread.
10 solid points. Last question to end the category of Leicester, having seen rice bread go in the pocket of CMFI. Question number last. The greatest and most successful Swiss footman in history finished number 1 in 5 different occasions and won 103 single titles in the ATP or the Tennis Federation. What is his name? The greatest and most successful Swiss footman in history finished number 1 on 5 different occasions and won 103 single titles in the ATP, Association of Tennis Professionals. What is his name? Time elapsed. Correct answer is Roger Federer. That is the category let's start.
Category social status, question number 1. The striking of the earth by bodies such as asteroids, comets, and meteors that create landforms, including craters, generate tsunamis, sets off volcanic activity, and sends dust into the atmosphere. Is forward.
Yes. Take my answer be Nebula.
Turn the mark over CMFI. The striking of the earth by bodies such as asteroids, comets, and meteors that create landforms, including craters, generate tsunamis, sets off volcanic activity, and sends dust into the atmosphere is forward. Time. Bombardment. Question number 2. This philosopher first gained attention in 1789 by writing that history repeats itself in cycles of decay. He is famously known for the social contract published in 1762. Wait. The question.
If so, what is the name of this philosopher?
And let me hear you.
Tell me, John Locke.
I saved my breath.
Shane Jasper Rousseau.
Jacques Rousseau is correct for 10 points. The last question, social studies. The relationship between the quantity demanded of a good or service by everyone in a population and their community and its price is forward. Great Dio Allison.
My dear Mr. Moderator, let your paper correct answer be supply.
Get a mark over Great Dio Allison. The relationship between the quantity demanded of a good or service by everyone in the population and their community and its price is forward. Yes. Check all the answer.
highest force as CMFR?
The answer is
Market demand. That does it for social studies.
the next category is mathematics. Question number 1.
Category general science. Question number 1. Your answer complete. CMFR complete. Question number 1. In the study of heat, a material which does not easily allow the transfer of thermal radiation.
This one does not allow the transfer of thermal heat through it.
What may be your answer?
Let your perfect and correct answer be non-heat conductor.
You are erroneous. CMFR. In the study of heat, a material which does not easily allow the transfer of thermal energy is called what? Insulator. Insulator is correct for 10 points. Question number 2. Electromagnetic radiations of wavelength shorter than CMFR. Paperly complete my question.
Shorter than visible light, or shorter than visible light is referred to as well.
What will be your answer?
Yes, infrared radiation or infrared light.
You are erroneous. Electromagnetic radiations of wavelength shorter than those of the visible light found in the range of the spectrum just beyond the violet is called what?
Mr. Moderator, I'm aware of differential light ray.
I'm not aware of that. Now, what I'm aware of is ultraviolet radiation. Question number 3. The various ways, the various means by which fathers walk, run, or jump, making use of more than muscle contractions, employing additional methods.
Is referred to as well. Usually employing additional method or is a process by which spanner spinning tears or web are able to move from one place to another.
What may be your answer?
Yet, Peloni or Air Rafting.
You are erroneous. Question Grady Allison. The various means by which fathers walk, run, or jump, making use of more than muscle contractions, employing additional methods like hydraulic compression is called what?
Yes, Mr. Moderator, I'm aware of the vibra movement.
You are erroneous. Arachnid locomotion. Arachnid locomotion.
The next category is category language arts. Question number 1. A loose kind of rhythm in which the sounds of long phrases are balanced against that of short phrases is referred to as what? Your answer, CMFI?
Antithesis.
Wrong. A loose kind of rhythm in which the sounds of long phrases are balanced against that of short phrases is referred to as what?
Mr. Moderator, I'm aware of the stress syllable.
You are wrong. We are aware of the free words. Question number 2, category language arts. If someone lives in Pittsville, then they live in Montserrado. If someone lives in Pittsville, then they live in Montserrado. Zona lives in Montserrado. Therefore, Zona lives in Pittsville. Sometimes called converse error, fallacy of the converse, or confusion of necessity and sufficiency. A formal fallacy of taking a true conditional statement and invalidly inferring its own breast, even though that statement may not be true. CMFR, what is the answer?
Is referred to as what?
The answer.
False analogy.
Wrong. The answer.
The antecedent to be precise.
Wrong. The answer is affirming the consequent. Question number 3, category language arts. Identify the phrase until identify the phrase. Identify the question is rooted and is replaced by this. Short reference phrases. Short reference phrases. Like he said, complete my question, CNFR.
Like he said, she said that is used within the story to tell whom is speaking. A referred to as well. Your answer, dark line, 10 points.
The next category is mathematics. Question number 1, mathematics. After a selling price increase of 10%, a television set costs $286. What was the price before the increase? After a selling price increase of 10%, a television set costs $286. What was the price before the increase? CMFR.
Yes, take one to be $216.
Come again.
$216.
You are wrong.
Check for me $252.4.
$260. Question number 2, mathematics. If f of x equal x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 5, what is the remainder when f of x is divided by x minus 1? F of x equal x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 5. What is the remainder when f of x is divided by x minus 1? Time. The remainder is minus 6, negative 6. The last question to go mathematics. Find the value of 2 sine 15 degree cosine 15 degree. 2 sine 15 degree cosine 15 degree. Time. Your answer is 1/2, half. That's how we come to the end of the first half. We have the coaching to swap in 1 minute. Coaches, any substitution in 2 seconds? 2 seconds.
CMFR, is there any substitution? Constant. Grady Allison, any substitution? Any substitution?
Cover pick camera remain constant.
We begin the second half in category Let's Start. Category Let's Start. Question is number 1. Test the booster Grady Addison. Test the booster CMFI. Question number 1. This award-winning Liberian musician and producer has always been around with tuning tracks to appease the listening fans in Liberia and abroad. His latest release is Flexi Box. Grady Addison complete the question.
And so, what is the name of this favorite Liberian artist?
What is the answer?
Mr. Motivator, let your paper and correct answer be 0.
Wrong. That's the question. This award-winning Liberian musician and producer has always been around with tuning tracks to appease the listening of fans in Liberia and abroad. His latest release is Flexi Box. What is the name of this musician?
Yeah, it's Skinny Bob Phantom.
I was taking KCW. Question number 2, categories Let's Start. What tennis series held in London since 1877 is not only the oldest but also the most prestigious tennis court? What tennis series held in London since 1877 is not only the oldest but also the most prestigious tennis court? Grady Allison on my boozer.
I am aware of the Cup of Federation of Tennis that is associated with Great Britain.
The answer?
The Cup of Federation of Tennis that is associated with Great Britain.
Okay, and now in a second, let me answer the question. What tennis series held in London since 1877 is not only the oldest but also the most prestigious tennis court? Oh, the answer is Wimbledon. Last question in Let's Start. Last question in Let's Start. Question reads: a typical Liberian dish prepared by peeling and then boiling fresh cassava with Grady Addison. Complete the question in Let's Start.
Peeling and boiling fresh cassava, usually with other ingredients such as salt, that is placed at the boiling point of 100 degrees, pounded in the mortar, suitable for eating. It's same as well as a motivator.
Now take that one, give me an answer.
Go for
10 points.
Category social status. Question number 1. Category social status. A fraction of the stock of a corporation belonging to all of its partners is called what? CMFI. Yeah, team collaboration. Transfer question. A fraction of the stock of the corporation belonging to all of its partners is called what?
Say for me, this junction of stakeholders.
That brilliant economics gave it nothing. The answer is share. Question number 2. Category social studies. After the prosperity of the Middle Kingdom, Egypt descended into war and violence. The weakened country fell to invaders who swept across favorable complete. To be precise, it was in the year 1640 when invaders from Southeast Asia moved across the Delta region of Egypt. These invaders became known as Hesor, meaning what? What do you have to offer me? Please, all you have before you learn. The last question. The slow, not noticeable downward movement of store market. Complete. downward movement or so. Yeah. A slow massward movement of so down the slope. Only the idiot can do is referred to as well.
-5. The slow, not noticeable downward movement of soil materials down a gentle slope with water acting as lubricants is called what?
Mr. Moderator, I am a word of mass wasting.
Soil creep. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged at this moment to be joined by one of the ministers within our government, specifically from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, Assistant Minister Emmanuel Johnson, who also simultaneously happens to be the chairman of the Revolutionary Youth League of the Governing Congress for Democratic Change. Honorable Minister, you are welcome. He comes from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, so we are happy. One-time captain of the ATM Buchanan Street, also a former president. He's been accompanied by a lot of good men from the Republic. You are also welcome from the city. You guys are welcome. These are your young people flexing academic muscles as you used to do when you were at ATM Buchanan Street. So thank you very much for joining us. We are proud to have you. So category general science. Question number 1. The partially illuminated part of a shadow. CNFR.
The partially illuminated part of a shadow is referred to as well.
What will be your answer?
The number.
The number is correct for 10 points. Question number 2. The hypothesis stated that equal number of different gases at the same temperature
and pressure continue equal amount of molecules to represent our proposed by the Avogadro.
And what will be your answer?
Avogadro law.
The Avogadro law or the Avogadro hypothesis. You are correct for 10 points. Question number 3. CMF are complete. Question number 3. An electrical current that arises in a conducting wire placed in a magnetic field when the wire is part of a complete circuit and a cord across magnetic flux line. What will be your answer?
Say for me, parallel current.
You are erroneous. CMFR. An electric current that arises in a conducting wire placed in a magnetic field where the wire is part of a complete circuit and a cord across magnetic flux line is called what?
Yes, Dick. Direct current.
I will not take that. It's induced current.
Your next category is language arts. Question number 1, category language arts. Since Mandela Sumo, I will read. Since Mandela Sumo lied to the principal about his illness, the principal has been worried of Sumo's complaints. The word worry. Complete my question, CNFR.
The word worry, which is all around worry, which means to be thinking about something. SOP precisely spell the word worry.
You commit to what?
Be precise and spell the all around word worry.
What is your answer?
W-O-R-R-Y.
To you, the boys from the bar, since Mandela's symbol lied to the principal about an illness, the principal has been worried of Sumo's complaints. The word worry means not completely trust in someone or something. Spell the word worry. Spell worry.
W-A-R-R.
Wrong. W-A-R-R. W-A-R-R. Worry. Question number 2. Category language asks. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle. And And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping things, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kinds, and everything that creeps upon the earth to its kind. And God saw that it was good. The repeated use of conjunction with complete perfection here, therefore.
The repeated use of conjunctions of the word frequently in the sentence represent such as using by the word, such as the word and using the cells now, all scholar.
And what is the
It is a
10 points? Question number 3. Category language asks. A major division within a play. Complete my question,
the major division within a play or a major war is covered.
The answer. 10 points.
The next category is mathematics. Mathematics question number 1. The line 4x plus ty equal 12 is perpendicular to the line 8x minus y equal 8. Find the value of t. The line 4x plus ty equal 12 is perpendicular to the line 8x minus y equal 8. Find the value of t.
Yes. Take for me 1.
You are wrong. The line 4x plus ty equal 12 is perpendicular to the line 8x minus y equal 8. Find the value of t.
T will be equal to 2.
You are wrong. T is equal to 32. Question number 2, mathematics. Simplify. 8x squared all over 14y divided by 4x all over 7y squared. 8x squared over 14y divided by 4x all over 7y squared. Simplify. Time. Your answer is S1. The last question to go mathematics. The angle between the horizon and the line from the object to the observer's eye is called what? Radiality.
Yeah, check for me the angle of elevation to be precise.
10 points to the angle of elevation. CMLR 85. Radiality 20. The margin of 65 for the power vessel animals as motivators and judges. We now declare CMLR winner of the all important math. The next week, as per our schedule, official schedule is Lombardia for the Stockman half. Lombardia, Feta Wisa. Feta Wisa. Kofi Kaga. Musa Sano. Roberto Asama. Tommy Hart. Pierre Smith. Philomena Johnson. Lorena Papula. Sataja Kopa. Zero. Philomena. Philomena. Lorena. Sagashos. Nobody introduce that team 1 minute.
Before introducing the Italian Pentagon, I was
you got 1 minute. 1 minute.
Because of the Almighty God of the United States, in the farm against them.
Paper as we say, I will be constant.
Kofi J. Kaga, just coming Kaga them. Jason, I will be constant.
We have two constant.
Tomea.
Before introducing the winning team, I will first invite the president of God to make us victorious in the game. Or against him alone, the pair is slow, but he can better introduce us.
Philomena Johnson, I will be constant.
Sagazos Kofa is the name. I remain Spacatophobia. Paul Plestidos of Vegas Smiths of Tidos Smith can all sell a club and never nomenclature. But Brucey Bell or taking the car out of heaven to be referred to me as Mr. Logic.
Tomena, in under 1 minute, please introduce the team to your captain. Okay, so we don't. You two? Introduce the team. The first category is language arts. The various get set. Question number 1, category language arts. A literary element that is common in stories from many different cultures. At times, it has similar recognizable attributes can be referred to as what? Topman, what is the answer?
Yes, take it.
What?
It.
Wrong. To you, Lombardia. A literary element that is common in stories from many different cultures and times. It has similar recognizable attributes. Can be referred to as what? Folklore. Wrong. Our answer here is archetype. Question number 2. From what poem are these last taken, and who is the poet? I will read. Question number 2. From what point are these lands taken, and who is the point? The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep. A mile to go before I sleep, a mile to go before I sleep. From what point are these lands taken, and who is the point? The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Time has elapsed. Your answer, Lombardia. Time. Your answer, Tottenham. Our answer is stopping my wounds on snow and healing, my Robert proof. Question number 3. Question number 3, category language arts. James told Martha to bite the bullet on the test results. What does the idiomatic expression bite the bullet? The man that takes the risk. Complete my question.
Bite the bullet means?
The answer.
To place.
Time. So you coming here. James told Martha to bite the bullet on the test results. What does the idiomatic expression bite the bullet mean?
To call a result, obey.
What?
To call a result, obey.
Wrong. To forget the result because the result is bound to happen. With that, we come to the end of category language arts. We now go on to category general science.
Question number 1. Category general science. Question number 1. In the retina of the eye are photoreceptors.
In the retina of the eye, there are photoreceptors which are very sensitive to light. If so, how is the photoreceptor called?
-5. Tottenham. In the retina of the eye are photoreceptors, which perform the function of converting light energy into impulses. There are basically 2 kinds of photoreceptors. Precisely name them.
Take the coon and the rod.
The coons and the rod. You are correct for 10 points. Do you have a point? Who is the captain? Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, the 2 types of photoreceptor by scientific observation in the human eye.
You wrongly missed the question. The first task you had was to complete the question before getting to the answer. His completion was wrong. Question number 2. A substance whose water solution is a poor conductor of electricity.
It's correct.
Complete my question.
If a poor conductor of electricity or electric current can be taken as well.
What will be your answer?
Yeah, I'll go on. Iron.
You are erroneous. What may I? A substance whose water solution is a poor conductor of electricity due to the fact that it is fully slightly ionized in solution is called what?
Non-electrolyte.
What will be your answer?
Non-electrolyte.
Non-electrolyte?
Non-electrolyte.
No, the answer is weak electrolyte. Question number 3. A huge cloud of dust. Government have.
A huge cloud of dust and gases in space is referred to as what?
What nebula?
Nebula.
Nebula is correct for temple. This brings us to the end of category generals.
Category left side. Category left side in your motivator is a double medalist winner of the highest weight event. And my name is Otis B. Kura. Question number 1 in the area of left side. Because it contains toxic principle known as entropy that suffer, which causes damage to the dog's red blood cell, which vegetable in the world is forbidden to be fed to dogs? Yes. What is the answer?
Comments? Comments?
Lombardia. Cabbage. Cabbage is wrong. Transfer question to turn there. Because it contains toxic principle known as N. Yes, I said my breath.
Yeah, I go a skill.
Onion. Question number 2. Let's start. Associated with white colors is the Liberian president who is noted by ending his speech with the paraphrase Kukana Kukatun. Transfer question, associated with white colors is the Liberian president who is noted by ending his speech with a paraphrase Kukana Kukatun. How is he called?
Yeah, take President William for outside and top me.
And you are totally wrong. William Rachel Tobin. Question is number 3 in the area of left side. Give me your tire, your pole, your water masses yearning to break free. The red refuse of your teeny stool. These are verses from the poem The New Colossus, written by Emma Lazarus. It is an inscription written on a gigantic structure that was dedicated on October 28, 1886, located in New York City. What is this structure? Lombardia, what is your answer?
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty is preserved for 10 points. Question is number 4. This is how we end. Category of left star, we move to the next category. Okay, the next category is mathematics. The social category will be the last category. The last category will be social study for this math. For the information to all schools, the mini team, the minister to the client center, the minister, anyone who answers any of the questions that you will read, there will be a prize for that student on the day. For all the gifts that you will motivate today, anybody answer any of the students on the question, you will give you money, you will get money to carry home for today. So after mathematics, you get sent a social study.
Mathematics question number 1.
The audience, please. Small thing, 18, please. Happy way. If alpha and beta are the root of 2s squared minus s minus 2 equals 0, find the value of alpha squared plus beta squared. If alpha and beta are the root of 2s squared minus s minus 2 equals 0, what is the value or find the value of alpha squared plus beta squared? Lombardia. Negative 11. You are wrong. Tomea. Yes. Yes. We are one of nothing else but fact. You are wrong. Answer is now or fool. Question number 1. I think question number 2. A of x equals 2s squared plus 4x plus 2 and g of x equals 3s squared plus 5x plus 4. Find f of x times g of x. Tomea. Yeah, f of x times. My answer. Time. Lombardia, f of x equals 2s squared plus 4x plus 2 and g of x equals 3s squared plus 5x plus 4. Find f of x times g of x. You are wrong. 6x to the 4th plus 22x cubed plus 34x squared plus 26x plus 8. You now come to do mathematics. Solve for the determinant and determine the nature of the root. Solve for the determinant and determine the nature of the root. S squared plus 5x plus 4 equals 0. Stop me now. Yes, Mr. Moderator, the determinant is nothing else but the determinant is nothing else but now, and the nature of the root is 2 real or equal root. You are correct for 10 points. Thank you very much. Category Social Study. The golden buzzer and the magical answers. Question number 1. Reads, traditional huts of people living in the attic, made from packed ice, can better be referred to as what? The golden buzzer and the magical answers. Category Social Study. Question reads again. Traditional huts of people living in the attic, made from packed ice, can better be referred to as what? Don't be hard. Your answer. Come again.
Jamu.
Wrong. Lombardia International. Your question reads, traditional huts of people living in the attic, made from packed ice, can better be referred to as what? People. Sorry? People. What? Come again. People. Spell. P-E-P-P-I-S. Wrong. My
My answer is Iglo. IGLO. Question number 2. Golden boosters and magical answers. Question number 2. And it reads, how are the supervisory officials in the Mali Empire being called? Question reads again. How are the supervisory officials in the Mali Empire being called? Night falls east to west. Silence. My answer is Fabas. Question number 3. Golden boosters and magical answers. Anyone who answers will be rewarded instantaneously. Question number 3. And it reads, a market system in which the number of buyers is small, while the number of government had completed. My question.
In which the number of buyers is small and the number of sellers are more.
Come again.
A market system in which the number of buyers are small and the number of sellers are more is better.
The golden female. And what may be your answer?
Imperfect market.
Imperfect market. Give us 0. The answer is only. Sorry. You are reading. No. I did not hit. It was a hit. The will. So what question will be rare for Lumatia International? Sorry.
Sir.
Lombardia International, the golden boosters, and the magical answer. Unique question for Lombardia International. And the question reads, a household income expressed not as money, but as a quantity of goods that the household can afford to buy can better be referred to as what? Lombardia International, what will be your answer?
Inventory.
Come again?
Inventory.
That is beautiful and correct for 0. My answer is real income.
The producer has 1 minute. Coach, the next competition.
Maria Goretti, the next key will be Maria Goretti for the fountain of life. Goretti, Maria Goretti for the fountain of life will be the next key. Flash of the super. Quickly want to recognize Daniel Sage. You are the recognize Ala Pro Bono. You are the recognize. Time.
Lifestyle. Welcome back to the second and final half of this match. We Lombardia test of Buzo Umadia to test your booster. Thank you, Tottenham. You can test yours as well. Tottenham, let us talk to your newcomer introduce yourself. And what's that really constant? Okay, we move straight into question number 1. The specific act of trying to catch a fish with a hook is referred to by what word? Word fitting or fitting? Wrong. Transfer question. The specific act of trying to catch a fish with a hook is referred to by what word?
Yeah, for charity, hooking.
Wrong. Angling or angler. Even using net, it will be the same fishing. Question is number 2. It reads, with 5,600 vessels and 242 million gross tons, which West African country has the second largest shipping registry with 15% of the world ocean-going fleet? Lopadia, what is your answer? Liberia. 10 points to Liberia. The last question to end, let's start. Famously dead, which composer to still distinguish very low and sudden loud sounds in his latter life? This means that at the premiere of his 9th symphony, known as the choral, he could still make out much of it. I reread. Famously dead, which composer to still distinguish very low and sudden loud sounds in his latter life? This means that at the premiere of his 9th symphony, known as the choral, he could still make out much of it. Tottenham, let me hear your answer. Yeah, there was job floor. Was your composer wrong? Transfer question. Yes. Wrong. Answer is Louis van Beethoven. That ends category left star. We move to the next category.
Category general side, question number 1. Question number 1. The ratio of the potential difference across a conductor to the magnitude of current in it is called what? The ratio of the potential difference across a conductor to the magnitude of current in it is called what? Nobody here, I want to hear your answer. Voted. Tottenham. The ratio of the potential difference across a conductor to the magnitude of current in it is called what? Time. The answer is resistance. Question number 2. A simple force that will have the same effect on an object as all the forces acting on the object is called what? Tottenham, what will be your answer? A simple force, Romadia, that will have the same effect on an object as all the forces that are acting on the object is called what? The answer is resultant force. Question number 3. The measure of the ability of the material to conduct heat energy from a hotter place or object to a colder. Totally high complete.
To a colder place or to a colder object is referred to as what?
What may be your answer?
Yeah, take the heat capacity.
No matter your question, the measure of the ability of the material to conduct heat energy from a hotter place or object to a colder place or object is called
conductivity.
Modify your answer.
Conductivity.
My answer is thermal conductivity.
Category is mathematics question number 1. A fair coin is tossed twice. What is the probability of obtaining no head? Stop here. Our answer is 90S, but 1 over 2. 1 over 2, you are wrong. Fair coin is tossed twice. What is the probability of obtaining no head? Yeah, 1 over 4. 1 over 4, you are correct for 10 points. Question number 2. See paper. 7 raised to the 6 times 7 raised to the negative 3 all over 7 raised to the 4. Somewhere. Yeah, volume vector. We are a word of 90S, but 1 over 7. 10 points to 1 over 7. Now question to go. Mathematics. Find the value of 1 minus 2 times square 15 degrees. Find the value of 1 minus 2 times square 15 degrees. Lobadia. No. Tameha. Find the value of 1 minus 2 times square 15 degrees. Your answer. Yes, we are aware of 3 or 4. You are wrong. Root 3 or 2. The last time we go through answer. Okay, language.
Language arts. Question number 1. The distinctive star. Complete my question coming now.
A distinctive star in which a regular percentage or where is referred to as what?
What is the answer?
Yes. Take some.
Wrong. To you, Lombardia, the distinctive star of manner of expression of an author or character is referred to as what? Time has elapsed. Our answer here is God. Question number 2. Question number 2, category language arts. Question number 2, category language arts.
Identify the words to be capitalized in this sentence. On Sunday morning, I met Uncle Paul and the other uncles at Ira supermarket. What is the answer?
On Sunday, Uncle Paul is Ira supermarket.
Come again.
On Sunday, Uncle Paul in Ira supermarket.
Wrong. The answer. On Sunday, Uncle Paul Ira supermarket or super. Temple. Question number 3. Language art. Who is the Norse goddess of love? Tottenham. The answer.
Yeah, take leftist.
Wrong. To you, the boys from Milan, Lombardia, who is known as the Norse goddess of love?
Aries.
What?
Aries.
Wrong. Freya.
The category is social study, the golden buzzer, and the magical answer. And the price associated the answers is $500. Question number 1, category social study. The golden buzzer and the magical answer. Question reads, question number 1. What republic set up in 1919, lasted up to 1933, and is now occupied by Germany?
Third Republic or the Terrorist.
Third Republic.
Third Republic or the Terrorist.
Third Republic. Give it 0. Cut me hard. Your question. The golden boozers, the magical answer. The reward is $500. The answer. What republic set up in 1919, lasted up to 1933, and is now occupied by Germany?
Yes, well, nothing else but
Ireland. President, get it 0. The answer is Weimar Republic. Question number 2, category social study. The golden buzzer is the magical answer. Question number 2, it reads, the economic practice of converting current income into future consumption.
Into future consumption is referred to as or in which political individuals or in which political individuals divert things for their future uses is referred to as one.
Come again.
For their future uses or consumption is referred to as one.
What is the answer?
There a word nothing else but embezzlement.
Give it 0. Lombardia, right? Lombardia International. Your question. The golden boozers is the magical answer. Category social study. It reads, the economic practice of converting current incomes into future consumption can better be referred to as what? What is your answer to Budget International?
Demand deposit.
Sorry?
Demand deposit.
Come again, demand what?
Demand deposit.
Demand deposit. Give it 0. Give it 0. Take from me saving or investment. Question. Question number 3. The golden booster and the magical answer. The reward is instantaneously $500. And it reads, a dynasty of steam guns. It reads again, a dynasty of shoguns.
A dynasty of shoguns that ruled Japan, who were established by Toga and Yashi, who have messenger such as message that collected information all over the empire as well. Come again. The dynasty of shoguns that were established by Toga and Yashi, who have messenger called message that collected information for all over the empire as well.
What may be your answer?
Toga shogun.
Give it 10 points.
They're watching live the nationwide Montserrado research organized by
the International. You put everybody in your pocket. Thank you.
This match is between the Lombardy and the National Special State forces, the Willow Vanguard, Central, House.
Audience, let's have a quiet please.
The score is 40-40.
The score is 40-40.
Let's see who's taking
And the rule says we're going for 1 question each category. Because we know they can draw. So we start with the category Leicester.
Leicester, the only question. What last name, I come again. What was the last name at birth of Arthur Albert Brooks? He changed it to avoid confusion with an extremely famous 20th century actor who won the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics. I reread. What was the last name at birth of Arthur Albert Brooks? He changed that last name to avoid confusion with an extremely famous 20th century Lombardia. Let me get your answer. Easton, 10 points. The golden boosters and the magical answers. The first 500 were taken by Lombardia International, second 500 to go. Category social study and reads. The deliberate falling of trees in an environment leading to depletion. Lombardia International leading to depletion which is gradually cause there's an encroachment for the square. And what may be an answer? Deforestation. Give it 10 points. 1,000 out of the Lombardia International.
My category mathematics question. A sin A. A sin A equal 4 over 5. And cosine B equal 5 over 13. Find cosine A. Come here.
Cosine A is nothing else but T over 5.
10 points to Tottenham. 20.
Wrong. From one classic confection story and these opening lines taken. The king is dead. Long live the queen. The announcer's voice crackles from the wires and runs around the back patrons of Berlin's milk bar as seamlessly as the fox cries around the Newport Street lot. The wind blows barely illuminating the cobblestones. The answer.
Yes. For child. Click.
Time has elapsed. The answer is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, written by C.S. Lewis.
Question 10 answer. A behavior pattern exhibited by a holy bee to indicate
A behavior pattern. Yes. A behavior pattern is established by a holy bee to indicate, to scare all of you when there is a presence of food.
So we go one more question again for each category. Category general sign. In 1828, a German chemist. In 1828, a German chemist discovered that Partner has complete my question.
In 1828, a German chemist discovered that you can use a German chemist discovered that you can use element, but in order to use element, there should be a wish, distinguished order so that they can be identified to be precise. He is the one who was the first to discover, to hear on the ancient periodic table. And so, what is the name of this German chemist? Louise Sanders are speaking. What is the name of this German chemist?
Question to look at here. In 1828, a German chemist discovered that urea, an organic compound found in animal urine, could be produced from the reaction between two inorganic substances, ammonium chloride, and silver cyanide. What is the name of the German chemist?
Science square.
The answer is Fabrice Weller.
Category mathematics. Find the value of x and y. Simplifying the equation x plus 6y equals 3. We find the equation, the second equation, x raised to 2 raised to the x plus y equals 1. Find the value of x and y. Satisfy the equation x plus y, x plus 6y equal 3. The first equation, the second equation, 2 rows of x plus y equal 1 over 4. Time. X will be equal to minus 3, y is equal to 1. Let's start. It reads, Janet Jackson and Tupac Shakur features in this 1993 romantic film by John Singleton, to which Maya Angelou provided more pieces. The title of this movie is also shared with a rap single that has Kendrick Lamar featuring Canadian rapper Drake. What title is this? Lombardia. Time. Transfer question report now. Yes, I see my breath. Poetic justice.
Category social study. The golden bruisers and the magical answers. Hierarchy of competence. Let us reward the best so that they can continue being the best and that maximum productivity can occur and that we all can be better off. Question reads, the reward is instantaneously $500 American dollars. The body are taking the lead with $1,000. Question reads, a situation that occurred when real national output is rising at a rate faster than the estimated rate of growth. Stop it hard. What may be your answer? What may be your answer?
Well, nothing else but inflation.
Inflation coming zero. Global International. Hierarchy of competence. It is important for us to reward the best person in our arena so that they continue being the best. So that they produce for us and everyone becomes better off. The question reads, a situation that occurs when real national output is rising at a rate faster than the estimated rate of growth can better be referred to as what? Nobody, what may be your answer?
Depreciation.
Depreciation, give me zero. And my answer is economic boom.
The last question, the last category is category language arts. Audience, please, this is a defining question. The question defines the outcome of this all-important game. That is between company hard, the team with 55 points, and Lombardia, the team from the Lombardy region in the land. 60 points. The margin is 5. Question number 1. The last question, language art. What traditional English nursery rhyme that begins with these lines? What traditional English nursery rhyme begin with these lines? Bricks and mortar will not say, build it up with silver and gold, except a metal wash or not. What traditional English nursery rhyme begins with these lines? Bricks and mortar will not say, build it up with silver and gold, except a metal wash or not. The answer.
Yes, still longer round.
Wrong. Nobody, the answer. Time, wrong. Our answer here is London Bridge is falling down.
Without declare, Lombardia would have been all important man. Fountain of life. Jerry City, Tebeko, Fountain of life. Jerry City, Tebeko. Maria, Yakuba Double, Farida Jones, Colin Ama, Precious Kamara. We don't have Fountain of life to do that team. Representing the board of the Fountain of Life High School, before introducing my team, I would like to recognize the president of my coach, President Sophie. We are co-pressure sitting in the first quadrant known as for student.
Sophisticated team Michael Champion Papa Maya China the first. We see at the people doing basic plan first and fan referred to me as the love arm routine for basic plan today and referred to passport. Protocol S.O. Bruno a product first. Chapter 7. But for the perimeter to match I will do S.O. Chelsea K. Opira Ghana is money for the point magnet.
David the sensual popular person Gino the first. I will mean as Para the Terrible. I will mean. Give me a beer of applause. We don't have we have the national leader to that team. Maria Goretti. See Maria Goretti introduce that team for 1 minute. See Maria Goretti. See Maria Goretti.
Representing Caldwell, see Maria Goretti introducing above me 3 local breeders who are currently contemplating a retrospective, but they will better introduce themselves. The violent room for a darling man and remain Power Square.
I am student quiet enough, but this man I remain as neutral.
I'm student Princess Kamara, Papa and Marsh, the blood doesn't mean Kamara.
Several at the captain, my name is Trey, Yakuba Ejugu, but the is my referred to me as E-Bound the Terrible.
Give see Maria Goretti initiative a billion on the plan for that building introduction. Cheers your push-up. See Maria. Cheers your push-up. Before we want to recognize Ediba, we want to recognize Direction Amateurs. And the game is live currently on Pump FM 105.5. So the game is interesting. Without much delay, we'll straight take it to the category left stand.
Lifestyle question number 1. It reads, which Parker Brothers party game takes its name from adult tongue or pigeon for prohibited? It is also a commonly used term in Africa that means also prohibited traditionally. I reread. Which Parker Brothers party game takes its name from adult tongue or pigeon for prohibited? This term is also used commonly in Africa to refer to something prohibited traditionally. Maria Goretti.
DJ.
Transfer question to Fountain of Life. Taboo. Question number 2 in the category let's start. Which number is considered lucky in China? Maria Goretti, what is your answer?
7.
Wrong. Don't clarify your quantity of life. Yes.
5.
8. Question is number 3. Rome's Capitoline trial of gods consisted of Jupiter, Juno, and what other god that is associated with hour, which represent wisdom in Western civilization. Rome's Capitoline trial of gods consisted of Jupiter, Juno, and what other god? This god is associated with power which represents wisdom in Western civilization. What is the answer?
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite is associated with Greek. And now Rome, transfer question. Rome's Capitoline trial of gods consisted of Jupiter, Juno, and what other god? In Western civilization, this deity is associated with our representing wisdom. Rulers, Minerva, that is Leicester. The next category is general science. Question number 1. Category social study, the golden boozers and the magical answers. Let us continue to reward the best, the hierarchy of competence, so that they continue being the best, so that society becomes better off, and so that we all enjoy good life. So the first reward was 500 each, 1,000 went to Badia, another one to go. The first 500 category social study, question number 1, it reads. The remains of plants and animals that have been modified.
The remains of plants or animals that have been modified into the soil and can also be used in order to make petroleum. Yes, that's what. It can also be used in order to make petroleum or again for external source of energy. Yes, that's what.
And what may be your answer?
Question 2.
Give him 0. Maria Goretti, the magical booster, magical answer, the golden booster. The question reads, the remains of plants and animals that have been modified by macro. Yes, the booster, please. The remains of plants and animals that have been modified by macroorganisms into a form of useful for growing plants, and that is referred to as what? The answer. Puma. Give it 10 points. And then you take the 500. Thank you very much. Question number 2. Question number 2. Hierarchy of competence. Let us always reward the best, so that society can become better off. You study hard, so you are then rewarded $500 for answering. Question number 2. It reads, a form of monopoly wherein the wage rate is determined by bargaining between the two sides. It better be referred to as what? Fontaine, what may be your answer?
Competition market.
Come again?
Competition market.
Giving 0. Simaria, a form of monopoly wherein the wage rate is determined by bargaining between the two sides. Can better be referred to as what? Answer.
Two-party monopoly.
Come again.
Two-party monopoly.
Two-party monopoly. Give him 0. Your answer is bilateral monopoly. Question number 3. Higher active of competence. Let us reward the best so that the best will continue to be the best and so that all of us can be better off by the production of the best. In ancient Egypt, a collection of hymns, prayers.
Complete ancient Egypt, the collection of hymns, prayers, and other enchanted words that was said within the tomb of an individual, in which they guard the person when they are traveling within the realm of the dead. It's first as well. And what the people of the dead? Give me 2 points.
Give me a 5 on that. Thank you.
The next category is general science question number 1. General science question number 1. The audience, can I have a quiet please? Backward flows on a pond that the pond exhibits when the bullet is fired. Whether we grab plasma. Maria, backward flows on a pond that the pond exhibits when the bullet is fired. It's called what? See Maria correctly?
Resistance force.
Your answer is recall. Question number 2. What is the scientific name of marijuana plant? Yes, I'm aware. Tetracannabinol. You are wrong. What is the scientific name for marijuana plant? Maguire?
Mine is cannabis.
Modify already. Modify.
Cannabis sativa.
Cannabis sativa, you are correct for 10 points. The last question of the general science. A compound made up of molecules of high molecular mass is consisting of smaller units united in repeating patterns. Fountain of life. This refers to as what? Your answer. Crystal. Crystal, you are wrong. A compound made up of molecules of higher molecular mass is consisting of smaller unified in repeating pattern. The better we refer to as what?
Ionic compound.
Ionic compound, you are wrong. And your answer is polymer. That we come to the end of general science. Quickly want to recognize the presence of Minister Abin Siwisa, former courser Jin So Young. You're highly welcome.
The category is language arts. The margin is dime. Question number 1, category language arts. Johnny Bob Sumo. I come again. Johnny Bob Sumo predicted that South Africa will have won the AFCON qualifier match with Liberia. But Johnny Sumo is a clairvoyant old man. The word clairvoyant means fortune teller. Someone who sees clearly in the future. My dear question. Fountain.
Also, Nabi Bisa spell one carefully.
Your answer.
Clearpointe.
Wrong. To you. Simaya Goretti. Johnny Bob Sumo predicted that South Africa will have won the AFCON qualifier match with Liberia. Johnny Bob Sumo is a clairvoyant old man. The word clairvoyant means fortune teller, someone who sees in the future clearly. Spell correctly the word clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant. C-L-E-V-O.
Wrong. Save your breath. C-L-A-R-R-V-O-Y-A-N-T. Clairvoyant. Question number 2. Question number 2, category language arts. Numerous scenes, incidents, complete my question fountain the life
of mercy. The unmercy is settled into a plot to bring about laughter.
The answer. 10 points. Question number 3, category language arts. From a Greek word which translates as to diminish or to make smaller. Complete my question, see Maria Goretti.
To diminish or to make smaller. Can we tell us what?
Add -5. So you, fountain of life, from a Greek word which translates to diminish or to make smaller. What literary device is a weighted understatement that belittles or dismisses something? Wrong. The answer here is meiosis.
Meiosis appears in language arts. Interesting. 3 questions to go to bring us to the end of first half. The category is mathematics, and the question is number 1. The line defined by the equation 3y minus 2x equals 5. What is the slope of this line?
My answer is not about -2.
-2 is wrong. The question goes to Simaria Goretti. A line is defined by the equation 3y minus 2x equals 5. What is the slope of this line? Simaria Goretti, your answer. 2 or 3, 10 points. Question number 2. Simplify. Simplify parenthesis open 1/64 parenthesis closes all raised to the power -5 over. Fountain of light, complete my question. -5 or 2. Add -5. Transfer question. Simplify parenthesis open 1/64 it closes all raised to -5 over 6. Simaria Goretti, your answer. The answer is 32. 10 points. The last question to bring us to the end of category mathematics. Find the sum and product of the root of the equation. Find the sum and product of the roots of the equation 2x squared plus 8x plus 7 equals 0. Find the sum and product. Simaria Goretti, your answer.
The sum here is -4, and the product here is 7 or 2.
Simaria Goretti, that brilliant mathematician, you are geniusly correct for 10 points.
With that, we come to the end of this all-important half. Asking now both Simaria Goretti and Fountain of Life. In under 30 seconds, please swap seats. Make your substitution and root on your seat. And in under 20 seconds, each substitute, please introduce yourself. Introduce yourself with our substitute. In under 30 seconds. Just stand like nothing start.
Categories, let's start the first question. Question, let's start question number 1. Originally published during the reign of King Edward VI as part of British Reformation, what book published by the US-based Episcopal Church includes sections such as Holy Eucharist and Daily Office in its most recent 1979 version? Maria Reti. Come again. Wrong. Originally published during the reign of King Edward VI as part of the British Reformation, what book published by the US-based Episcopal Church includes sections such as Holy Eucharist and Daily Office in its most recent 1979 version?
The Pastor
Book of Common Prayers. Question number 2. In the time of Bunor, people threw over ripe tomatoes during tomato festival at each other in a state sanction. What country is this? Maria Duetti, let me hear your answer.
India.
India is wrong. In the time of Bunor, people threw over ripe tomatoes at each other during tomato festival, especially in a state of sanction. What country is this?
Russia.
Wrong. The answer is C. Last question. The late Andre Leon Talley introduced to Jackson Wu, that is the Indian Taiwanese designer, a special person for whom she designed the first and second inauguration dresses. What is the name of that famous U.S. First Lady? Ariri. The late, yes, Maria. Let me hear, what do you have as an answer?
Abigail Kennedy.
You are wrong. The late Andre Leon Talley introduced this famous U.S. First Lady to Jackson Wu, the Canadian Taiwanese designer who designed the first and second inaugural dresses for the former First Lady. If so, what is the name of this U.S. First Lady? Time. Our answer is Michelle Obama.
Category social
study. The golden buzzer and the magical answer. Each answer reward $500. Question number 1. The reduction in the economic wild price level due to foreign.
The reduction in the economic wild price level due to currency or the reduction in the price of the commodity or the reduction in the price of the commodity is best as well.
And what may be your answer?
Dumping.
Dumping, getting 0. Maria, the reduction in the economic wild price level due to current declining economic activity or anticipation of declining future economic activity can better be referred to as what? Deflection. Deflection, getting 10 points. Getting 10, getting 500. Wait. Question number 2, category social study. Hierarchy of competence. Let us reward the smartest so that he continue being smart, so that he produce and other become better off as it was done in any polio. The study of the surface future of an area, including the national landscape.
Including the national landscape or the study on the physical appearance of the area. It's best as well.
And what the be topography? Topography getting 0. See, Maria, the study of the surface future of an area, including the national landscape, weather, climate, as well as other body forms, can better be referred to as what? What may be your answer? Geography. Modify. Correct answer is what?
Physical geography.
Physical geography. Give it 10 points. Simaria, $1,000. Congratulations. The last question, category social study, hierarchy of competence. 1,500? Okay. Let us reward the best so that he continues being the best, so that he produces more and our society becomes better off. Last question in the category social study, it reads, how building erected by Sumerians in the decks of the next higher story, being smaller than the previous, used as temple,
Used as temple, for that doing the worship is where that.
What? Maybe your
Sakura.
Sorry?
Sakura.
Give me 10 points.
Yeah. See Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yes, as per the conclusion, it was used as temple.
Yeah, the Sigura was used as temple. Hero worship the temple.
The pyramid on the top of the temple.
What?
There was a pyramid on the top of the temple.
No. Why were you from? Our temple. We move straight into the next category, general sound. Question number 1, general sign. An industrial chemical process of producing sodium carbonate from brine. My question. Your answer? 10 points to solve the process. Question number 2, general sign. A fungi
a type of asexual reproduction in which a part of a cell function of life
Yeah. In which a part take into two epistemic equal parts in further in biology and molecular. In a form of area reproduction, in a country where it will be the camera will tap the whatever the camera from the equal part. Yes, binary fusion or fusion.
in fungi, a type of asexual reproduction in which a part of the cell pinches off to produce an offspring cell. It better be referred to as one. Maria, correctly, your answer?
Fragmentation.
You are wrong. Your answer is budding. B-U-D-D-I-N-G. The last question to go in general science. Any of a group of hydrated double salt, usually consisting of aluminum sulfate, water of hydration, and the sulfate of another element, they better be referred to as what? Any of a group of hydrated double salt, usually consisting of aluminum sulfate, water of hydration, and the sulfate of another element, they better be referred to as what? Function of life. Alum, you are correct for 10 points. That will end the category general science.
Right, the score is Maria Goretti 65, function of life 45, the margin is 20. Question number 1, category language class. A sensational dramatic piece with exaggerated characters and exciting events intended to appeal to emotions by displaying the vicissitudes suffered by the rituals at the hands of the valiant, but ultimately ends with a triumphant victory. Saint Maria Goretti takes the race. Complete my question.
With the champion photo of the main character, give me to my life.
Your answer.
Chacho Kwenye.
Wrong. For you, Fountain of Life, a sensational dramatic piece with exaggerated characters and exciting events intended to appeal to emotions by displaying the vicissitudes suffered by the rituals at the hands of the valiant, but ultimately ends in a triumphant victory for the hero. Yes? Here is one, our answer is melodrama. Question number two. Category language class. To what island of tiny people is the famous novel Gulliver's Travel written by Jonathan Swift set? To what island of tiny people is the famous novel Gulliver's Travel written by Jonathan Swift? The answer. 10 story points for Lily Book. Last question. Category language class. By which pen name is the British author Hector Hunt Munro the what?
It's beautiful.
And what is
something
Against the point society.
With that, we come to the end of category language arts. We now move on to category athletics.
The next game is Noah Ark versus Faith Mission Academy. The next game will be Noah's Ark versus Faith Mission Academy. Question number 1 in the category is mathematics. Fountain of light, test your wisdom. See Maria, test your wisdom. Question number 1. Choose two whole number 1/2% to decimal. See Maria Goretti, your answer.
Correct answer is 0.4.
0.4 is wrong. Transfer question to fountain of light. Choose two whole number 1/2% to decimal. Your answer, fountain of light.
Yes. Our answer is Indian. Our answer is 0.
Time. Question number 2. Sorry, 0.025. Question number 2, category mathematics. Given that set A equal elements A, B, C, and set B has elements 1, 2, 3, what is the intersection between fountain of light? Complete the question.
Between set A and set B.
What is the answer?
Empty.
What is your answer?
Empty.
10 points. The last question, category is mathematics. Code is 75 for Fountain of Light, 65 for St. Mario Goretti. The last question, factorize completely. 8 raised to the power 6 plus 1. St. Maria Goretti. That's wrong. Transfer question to Fountain of Light. Factorize completely 8 to the 6 power plus 1. Your answer?
Parenthesis OP. 2 hour. Yes. 2 hour raised to the 2 minus 1 to close it. And then will be 2 hour plus.
Say the first, Talon. In the first parenthesis, we got 2 to the power 2 plus 1. You close it. Second parenthesis, 4 to the 4th power minus 2 squared plus 1.
That's the end of this match. With the power pressure given as moderator, we now declare Fountain of Light winner of the all-important match.
Noah Ark, Sewu Kama, Malte Freeman, Tosia Skemo, Ebony Sano, Sewu Kamara Mwafe Primin, Joseph Kanu, Ebony Sano. Play mission, Prince Bakai, Danita Simeru, Darius Nemo, and Danetu Nancy. After they give a next to be JJ Rara versus Bishop LJ Pan. Where after they will be JJ Rara versus Bishop LJ Pan. Afterwards, CWA will be going against Baba Way. Fanima will be going against Semwa. Lastly,
Those are in under 2 minutes. Introduce yourself to your country. So, no act, please cast a boost up. Let me listen, cast a boost up.
The two things finish with their introduction. Question number one, category left start. What is the full name of the chairperson of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Coalition for Democratic? Completing question.
Democratic Youth.
Your answer?
Yes. Okay.
Take time. What is the full name of the chairperson of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Coalition for Democratic Change? Rasa. Darkness fall on Town Hall Road. The answer is Honorable Emmanuel Moma Johnson. He's referee. Podium here.
Continuation of let's start question number 2, please.
What Lava Arena is the main venue for which of the four Grand Slams in professional tennis? Ariri. Rod Lava Arena is the main venue for which of the four Grand Slams in professional tennis? Time. The answer is the Australian Open. Question number 2. What country in the Western Pacific Ocean, and that is question number 3. What country in the Western Pacific Ocean, an island archipelago, once colonized by a need for a king of speed, uses a form of currency called a peso? I will read. What country in the Western Pacific Ocean, an island archipelago once colonized by a need for a king of speed, uses a form of currency called a peso? Peninsula wrong. What country in the Western Pacific Ocean, an island archipelago once colonized by a need for a king of speed, uses a form of currency called a peso?
Australia.
The Philippines. We move to the next category. Category social study, higher IQ of competence. Let us reward the best, so that the best will continue being the best, so that it produces more, so that all of us becomes better off. The golden booster and the magical answer. Category social study, question number 1. It reads, a part of the sea extending into the land having a first mission complete according to what is written.
Left, next,
Take 5. Transfer question Noah's Ark. A part of the sea extending into the land, having a large opening but small than a God, can better be referred to as answer Noah's Ark. Seashore, getting 0. The answer is B. Question number 2. Category social study. Category social study. Category social study. I will have higher IQ of competence. Answer 1, you receive $500. What popular treaty signed in 1842 ended the Opium War? Printing. And what will be your answer? $10. $500 instantaneously. Last question, category social study. Reward the best so that the best can continue being the best, so that it produces more, so that we all become better off and society prosper. Category social study reads, a household income expressed not as money. We throw the question out.
The last question in the category social study, it reads, the gradual disintegration of rocks due to complete paperless.
The gradual disintegration of rock due to erosion agents such as rainfall, chemical, etc. is referred to as what?
And if I take that, what must be your answer?
Weather.
Modify.
Mechanical weathering.
Mechanical weathering. Give me 0. So you, and then they say the problem. Chemical weathering. Chemical weathering. Higher IQ of competence. Rewarded 500. Give me 10. That's it. Question number 1 in the category science. Question number 1. In cows and other related animals,
how do you refer to a storage layer that is used to store food?
Completion is affirmative. What could be the answer? Rumen. Rumen for 10 points. Question number 2. In the roof of the mouth of a snake. Complete my question.
In the roof of the mouth of a snake, tiny pits that are sensible to odor is referred as.
So what could be your answer?
Because organic.
10 solid points. Last question in the category science. Question. The decrease in the vapor pressure of a liquid that occurs when substances are dissolved in the liquid can be referred to as what? More add.
Vaporization.
Come again?
Vaporization.
Perfect. John, fair question. Molifa. Molifa. Wrong. The answer is vapor pressure depression. Vapor pressure depression. Our next category is category language arts. Question number 1, category language arts. We shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardships, support any fight,
oppose any foe to assure the survival and success of liberty. A form of coordination of a passage by removing all conjunctions to manipulate complete information
or the omission of conjunction with a certain state. Between lines, the omission of conjunction between lines is very as well.
And what is the answer?
Answer
10 solid points. Question number 2. Question number 2. Intino Achibis no longer at ease. What is the name of Obi Okonko's enigmatic Nigerian girlfriend? No answer, no life. To you, third mission. Intino Achibis no longer at ease. What is the name of Obi Okonko's enigmatic Nigerian girlfriend? Time has elapsed. Our answer here is Clara. On a day he was about to defend his PhD thesis at New York University, Paul rumored her that his country was at war and one of his family members has been killed. He then said to himself, such is the vicissitudes of life. The word vicissitude means unpleasant or unwelcome change of events. Spell, my dear question. Third major text to raise. Complete my question. And what is the answer?
B-R-S-R-S-R-T-U-T-E.
Wrong. Your answer? Spell vicissitude.
B-R-S-A-S-R-T-U-D-E.
Wrong. B-R-C-R-S-S-R-T-U-D-E. We come to the end of category language arts. Now move on to category mathematics.
On va appliquer les questions quickly. Question number 1, the category is mathematics. Faith mission, test your bosom. Noah's Ark, test your bosom. The last category to end first half. The last category to end first half. When 2 is subtracted from a number, the result is 1/5 of the number. What is the number? Noah's Ark, your answer. Yes, the number here will be nothing else but 10 over 4 or 5 over 2.
10 points.
Question number 2. Solve. Parentheses open, 1/27, parentheses closes, all raised to the power 2x. Third mission, complete the question. All raised to the power 2x over 3. And -5. So, Noah's Ark, 1/27 in parentheses, all raised to 2x minus 1. Equal 243, the square root of 3. The answer, Noah's Ark. Yes, my answer here is nothing else but negative 5 over, I can't give my answer is nothing else but negative 5 over 6. That's wrong. Negative 5 over 12. Question number 3.
Simplify. The square root of 3 minus the square root of 2 all over the square root of 3. Noah's Ark, complete the question. All over the square root of 3 plus the square root of 2. What is your answer? Yes, but answer here will be nothing else but 1 minus 2 the root of 6. That is not correct. Transfer question. Simplify the square root of 3 minus the square root of 2 all over the square root of 3 plus the square root of 2. Same mission for 5 seconds. Your answer. One. The answer is 5 minus 2 the square root of 6. And this is how we enforce that.
Now we ask both teams to swap. Noah's Ark and Faith Nation, please swap. While you are swapping, if you have any change to make the change. So now Noah's Ark 30 points, Faith Nation Academy 20 points. The margin is 10 points. Straight into the second half of this match.
Livestock category is number 1 in the second half. Question is number 1. It reads: the Polo track for this geographical feature Montserrado, meaning smoke that turn up. These spectacular falls poured loudly down a series of gorges and created a region mix that can be seen from more than 12 miles away. What is this mean?
Yes.
10 points to the Victoria Falls. Question is number 2. Edward Edgar wrote a coronation ode for which English king who reigned from 1901 to 1910. It was known as Uncle of Europe because he was related to many different European monarchs. What is your answer? What's up? Come again. Wrong to Montserrado Tudor. Edward Edgar wrote a coronation ode for which English king who reigned from 1901 to 1910. It was known as Uncle of Europe because he was related to many other European monarchs. Wrong. Edward is saying. What is the name of the current Assistant Minister for Youth Development at the Ministry of Youth and Sports of Liberia? What? Let me hear your answer. Emmanuel Samson, you are wrong. I say confirm. 10 points. That is category Leicester.
Category social study, higher IQ of competence. In the arena of intelligentsia, the reward is $520. Let us reward the best so that the best continually being the best, so that society becomes better off, and that the best can produce the best for all of us. Question number 1, and it reads: what country in the former Soviet Union with the name translated as
land of soft slave, had the greatest ethnic diversity in Eastern Europe. What?
Yes.
Come again? Ukraine. 7-0. Fifth mission. What country in a former Southern Union with the name translated as land of the soft slave had enjoy your day?
Yes.
And what may be your other enjoy your day?
Russia.
Russia! That's Russia. You are wrong. My answer is you go stop here. Question number 2. Category social study. In the arena of intelligence, hierarchy of competence, brought those who study best so that society becomes better off. Question number 2, it reads, a foreign policy based on a consideration of a strategic location of products. Act, Noah, complete my question. I'm not hearing you. And what will be your answer?
Yes. Ipago.
Ipago, that is 0. Question number 2. And it reads, for you, that mission, for you, a foreign policy based on the consideration of the strategic location of the product of other land can better be referred to as what? Fifth mission. Fifth mission. The mission of destiny. Where great people are from fifth mission, not foreign working. Yeah, and my answer is geopolitics. The last question, category social study. Reward 500 out of the answer. Last question it reads, the water threw up the beach by the breaking waves can better be mission. Mission in the arena. What will be the answer?
Yes, take that.
Come again.
Ocean time.
Ocean time, that is 0. No act. The water threw up the beach by the broken waves can better be referred to as what? No act. No act.
Leaky.
Come again.
Leaky.
Leaky. Incorrect.